open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports page brought to you by Kaufman and Lind Injury Attorneys. A victory for Orlando City last night, dog.
Yeah, their third straight victory. They beat Charlotte 2-0 last night. 3 straight shutouts also by Orlando City. So they are rolling right now. They've moved up to 4th on the Eastern Conference table. They are getting ready for the playoffs. I don't think anybody's going to be able to beat enter Miami this year, because they are just running away with it during the regular season. But hey, you never know. It looks like Orlando City, though, is ready to make a playoff run. So big win for them last night at the Purple Palace.
I mentioned earlier, I said to Pat, hell yeah, good job, Orlando City team. At the same time, we always have to congratulate the Pride, because they're just rolling this year, too.
Yeah, they're the 72 Dolphins of the National Women's Soccer League. They haven't lost yet. They're undefeated.
Orlando City with a quick turnaround day. Again, another match on the road Saturday in Columbus against the Crew.
Absolutely. So we'll be monitoring them all through the playoffs. By the way, I'm excited today. Did you see what happened yesterday? Adrian Wojnarowski, the ESPN basketball NBA insider, he's leaving ESPN to be the men's basketball general manager at his alma mater, St. Bonaventure. So Woj is leaving ESPN to be a college basketball GM. Woj has been working at ESPN since 2017. Previously worked at Yahoo. I actually knew him when he was the columnist at the Bergen Record in New Jersey. He is a distinguished alumnus of the journalism school at St. Bonaventure. Here's why I'm excited. I'm also a sports columnist, as Woj once was. I'm also a distinguished alumnus at my college, the University of Florida. I'm in the University of Florida
I see where he's going here.
The Gators need to hire me as the GM to get this football program turned around. Turn to the sports writer like St. Bonaventure did with Woj.
Okay, hold on. Let's run with this idea here. Let's just assume in a fantasy world of things, this all came true. You're hired. You are the new GM as we launch a new model in college football moving forward. You've got complete control over the Gator football program. What's your first 2 moves, Bulldog?
Well, my first move is to make no moves with the football coaching. I want to see this play out this season. I'm not going to make a rash move. I'm going to stand up to the big money boosters. I'm going to stand up to the social media mob and say, let's just see how this thing plays out. You don't cave to the outsiders, all right? You have to stand your ground, just like Duke did all those years ago when the fans wanted to fire Coach K after 3 seasons. So I would stand my ground, see what Billy Napier does the rest of the season. Then I would survey the landscape and say, listen, okay, if they're 2-10 at the end of the season, then I get rid of him and then I make the hire. But and I also get their NIL program in order.
Oh, yeah. Is anybody else picturing Bulldog, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, on the sidelines as a coach? Or a GM.
Necessarily saying a GM. I'm not necessarily saying I should be on the side.
It's corner office, Taco.
All right.
Yeah, I should definitely be calling the shots.
At first, I thought he was talking about their basketball team at the very beginning when he talked about Woj, and I just pictured all these really tall athletes on the side of the court, and here's a little dog going. Roof, roof.
I am telling you though, dude, I do like the idea of putting a GM in positions in these college football programs, because it's just too much for these coaches to try to deal with all this crap on their own and coach. It's ridiculous.
And then have to bat off all the social media mobs like you were talking about, Bulldog. Yeah.
All right, week 3 of the NFL season starts tonight. New England taking on the New York Jets. It's already desperate times for a bunch of teams. There are 9 0-2 teams in the NFL, including the Ravens, the Bengals, and my Jaguars. I'm worried about my Jags. I really am. If they lose at Buffalo on Monday Night Football, 0-3, I was reading the stats. What is it? Only 6 teams since 1979 have made the playoffs after starting 0-3, including just one since the year 2000.
Well, there's
No
probably a
Super Bowl
good chance they're going to be 0-3 after Monday.
Yeah, I know, and I hate to panic here, but if they lose to the Bills and Trevor Lawrence is bad again, I don't care how much money you're paying him. I'd put Mac Jones in there and see what he looks like. I would.
By the way, we'll be pre-gaming tonight ahead of the Thursday night match. We'll be at Cabana Live in Sanford from 6 until 8 if you want to come by for a cold one and maybe win some free stuff.
Bucket specials, and of course, we'll have BWO stickers while we're there, and great concert tickets. Oh, real good ones.
By the way, NFL, the Hall of Fame candidates for the upcoming year are out. Eli Manning on the ballot for the first time. Does he deserve to be in just based on his 2 Super Bowls? Because statistically, he's not great. He's okay.
It's 2 more Super Bowls than most players who played in the league can claim.
Is Peyton already in?
Peyton's already in.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, Eli to me is always just the brother. I hate to say that.
Well, he'll probably get in because he won 2. If he'd have won 2 Super Bowls in Arizona, he probably doesn't get in. But since he won them in New York,
right,
he'll probably get in. Also, Fred Taylor back on the ballot for my Jaguars, the former Gator. I hope he gets in.
I do too.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 A Game weekday mornings. Adjacent to us, he takes a few minutes out of his very busy program to join us here for the sports page each morning on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
Listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Coppin every Saturday morning, 7:30 on FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions on your favorite streaming platform.